So the latest leaks and spoilers of Jujutsu Kaisen is finally here, and after from last week's chapter, we saw that the wheel was able to spin 4 times, as Sukuna was able to successfully summon Maharaga as he's able to adapt to Gojo's infinity, where he was able to cut Gojo, which triggered a memory of Gojo because Gojo started to have a PTSD moment when he first interacted with Toji, and when Toji was able to cut him and nerf his infinity. Even the narration stated that everyone thought that it was impossible. They thought that Gojo might lose, even Gojo himself, though. The narration also continues by saying that the signs of losing is coming up. Something else is swallowing up more in Gojo. It is satisfaction, the loneliness that comes from being the strongest, and what is filling him up now is as Gojo is able to fight despite him having these feelings, because Gojo was able to quickly punch Maharaga in the face, which sent Maharaga back a few steps. So while that's going on, Gojo, he's preparing to actually activate the curse technique red, but suddenly Sukuna, he was able to regain his conscience and activate Megumi's escape rabbit, as Gojo still blasts the curse technique red, but it just damaged their surroundings as Maharaga has escaped. And Gojo realized that Sukuna is protecting Maharaga and using it as an offense since it adapts to his infinity. Sukuna throws a fire extinguisher towards Gojo and blasts it, making a smoke screen, while Maharaga is preparing to attack Gojo from above, as Sukuna makes a posture and blasts a technique which Chojo recognized to be the piercing blood. And I know Chozo is thinking like, Sukuna,
that's my bar. Shit. He copied my whole fucking flow.
So at this moment, Sukuna is annoying Gojo because Gojo, he's trying to figure out how is Sukuna is able to use the Shikigami ability without having to summon them. Because the last attack just now was just a water technique from Max Element, as Sukuna was able to do it in a piercing blood way. And so as of this moment, that technique was able to actually hit Gojo because Gojo was on the defense and was trying to dodge the attack from Maharaga. And in there, we see that Gojo wounded as he starts to dodge Maharaga, but realize that Sukuna is not just supporting Maharaga, but when his infinity vanished, Sukuna is also attacking. So now it's like a 2 versus 1. And then so Gojo starts to understand that the reason Sukuna starts to use the Shikigami because he got more of a resource, and Maharaga has adapted to the infinity. But adapting to red will take more time compared to blue, as Sukuna was able to interrupt Gojo's thoughts and saying that, oh yeah, you have a misunderstanding. It is not a 2 versus 1, but it's going to be a 3 versus 1, because Sukuna was able to summon a new Shikigami, as it's called the Chimera Beast. And this time, the jumping has actually started, as is now a handicap match. Well, it's been a handicap match, but now it's more of a handicap match against Gojo because it's 3 versus 1. And as everyone jumps on Gojo once, he was able to evade the new Shikigami and Maharaga attack, but Sukuna was able to pop out of Gojo's shadow and was able to shoot the water piercing blood technique ability that he got from Max Elements. But Gojo was able to dodge that as well. And then so Gojo has arrived behind Maharaga and Blast Red, as it was able to actually hit it, but the damage was weak. And Gojo thinks that now his only way to demolish God Maharaga is a one shot, and that the chances is big, and Sukuna will be aware of it. But he says that now he got no choice but to use an unlimited hollow technique. So now we're finally going to see Gojo activate some new curse technique or new abilities that we never saw before. And it is going to be very interesting because we have no break for next week. But let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about the latest leaks and the spoilers, your theories and everything else. And if you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.